I genuinely love being able to film, review and talk about watches on this channel. It's a hobby for me, and as such, it's fun to experience watches that I would never ever buy for myself. My second ever PHOIBOS is again an extremely well built, solid and excellent value automatic dive watch that you can buy with confidence, and at a price of $325 before any discounts have been applied. But this one happens to have a dial made from mother of pearl and gilded details all over the dial. I remember when the German badass brand Zinn brought out mother of pearl dials, I thought to myself, why, how and what the actual F? And then they sold in droves. People online were falling over themselves to share how good looking they were, and I stood corrected for the 100th time. So from that point of view, adapting a solid dive watch to something best described as pretty and very dressy is clearly not a terrible idea. Is this something that I would personally wear? That's a question I will attempt to answer today, and if you're here, maybe stick around so we can get stuck into the details, the wearability, the lume, and all the little bits and bobs that is the PHOIBOS Voyager 200 meters automatic diver watch mother of pearl. If you're wondering what mother of pearl actually is, it's basically a byproduct of molluscs, such as oysters and mussels, who continuously deposit a layer of what's called nacre onto the inner surface of the shell, creating this lovely shimmering effect. It's surprisingly strong and resilient, and patterns and colors vary depending on the mollusk in question. But this is not an episode of Planet Earth, so let's get stuck into sizes. We have a diameter of 39mm and 45mm lug to lug. Lug width is 20mm and including the double dome sapphire crystal is 14.2mm thick. Sized up for my wrist, it weighs 161 gram and is water resistant to 200 meters. Getting closer to the dial, this combination of lume gilded indices and mother of pearl becomes intriguing. Is gold the right choice here, or would a light blue or any of the shades visible on the pearl dial be a better choice? Whichever way you swing, the legibility is clearly not amazing, and I also can't really see Jacques Cousteau choosing this for an exploration dive. But obviously this is a tool watch spec with dressy accents, and as such, its style and substance, it just has to be your style specifically, since this one does not fly or dive under the radar. The logo is clearly printed and in black to stand out more than anything else on the dial. I love their octopus logo, so this is only a good thing. Other than that, we just have automatic and 200 meters at above the 6. As you can see, the date is color matched in gold color with a gilded frame, which ensures that you'll never see what date it is. But I'm not sure that black would have looked very good, so it is an understandable choice. Even under stupid extreme macro, the vertically brushed gold colored indices are very good, and as per usual, PHOIBOS presents amazing value for money. A rather faint minute tracking gold color matches the color choices across the board, and the hour hand has the same shape as the indices, which matches with a fence post minute hand and a lollipop seconds hand. All with plenty of lume, as we'll find out shortly. But it really is the mother of pearl dial that is the star here, and this material is both beautiful and fascinating. A family trip a few years ago to Broome in northwestern Australia exposed us to this material with big flat shells as large as CDs with a shimmering on the inside. It is one of nature's many miracles. The shimmering ceramic bezel holds a double dome crystal in place with 3 layers of anti-reflective coating. That's effective enough. This is a 1 to 12 bezel, so really more of a rudimentary way to keep track of time in another time zone than the classic action of a 120 click unidirectional dive style bezel suggests. The grip is just okay and would be a nightmare in the actual ocean, so lucky that's unlikely to happen. A classic brushed case that's on the thickest slab side hammers home the dressy but ultimately tooly watch once again, and we get chunky crown guards to protect a very easy to grip crown that is excellent, and also signed with another octopus. You can never have too many of those, that's for sure. I hope you agree with that statement, since the back has an even larger and even cooler octopus that covers the NH35 Seiko movement, which is not as common these days, where it seems Miyota is a more popular choice since it does allow thinner watches. But it's a proven and easy to replace and regulate movement, so it is a good choice in my opinion. The bracelet is an interesting one. When I first received the watch, I could have sworn that it was a 22 and not a 20 that it is, particularly since it only tapers to 18 and is therefore fairly substantial. It's clearly a Jubilee style bracelet, the 3 mid-links are polished and will therefore scratch pretty quickly. It is however really comfortable to wear, and the signed push-release buckle with 3 micro adjusts is nice enough. I do like screw-in links since it's so easy and quick to adjust, so that's a solid choice. I think a bracelet that tapered down to 16 would make it look slightly more in tune with the 39mm case diameter, so that's my main suggestion for improvement in future. The Lume is, as per usual with PHOIBOS, very good. PHOIBOS gave me a couple of options for this review, and I chose this one since it's so unusual and likely to be so divisive. It's surprisingly wearable, and despite not being everyone's cup of tea clearly, I've had more people than I expected comment on how they liked it. And that's not something I expected, to be honest, since it's so far out of my personal taste sphere that had I not had this lovely hobby, there's no way this would ever have graced my wrist. So who's it for exactly? I think if you lean towards gold, pearls and jewelry and might be sick of the usual black and steel numbers that people like me wear all the time, you might appreciate this one. And in even better news, you can afford it, unlike the usual high prices for such a piece. PHOIBOS make a solid and well-built watch, so there is nothing to worry about when it comes to longevity, and a 2-year warranty certainly helps as well. What do you think about today's piece? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.